Today we continue our how-to series by going over one of my favorite heroes, Mark. And one of the great things about Mark is that he is such a strong hero, but he is also super easy to play, so you can find a lot of value even if you are brand new to the game. So Mark is one of the heroes that I always recommend. Now, even though he is simple, there are a couple of tips and tricks that I do want to share to help you play Mark at the highest level possible. So first of all, we have this prototype AR, and it even says it in the description here: versatile automatic rifle that excels at the mid-range engagements. What it doesn't say is that this gun is absolute garbage at the long-range engagement, so make sure that you really play in the mid-range, and if you do play in the close range, just make sure you're really good at your aim, because those close range maneuvers where you have to track an enemy can be difficult. But if you're able to track just off of skill, then the prototype AR is actually very good in the close range as well. And another reason why it's really good in those close to mid-range fights is because of the recoil of the weapon. It has some sort of an S-curve, so if you are new to Mark, you might find that really hard to control. So I suggest, as a brand new Mark player, aim at the upper chest level until you get used to controlling the recoil, and then from there you can start going after those big boy headshots. So for the active ability, we do have this Seeker Rocket that deals quite a bit of damage. At level 10, it does deal 1680 damage. And one thing you want to do with this rocket is engage every single fight with it right away. And I am one that is very poor at doing that, and you might even see it in today's gameplay video. I forget a lot of the times, but there's no reason for you to hold on to Mark's rocket. You want to start the fight off with that huge damage advantage and then whittle down the rest of their HP with your assault rifle, because the AR does do a lot of damage, but ultimately in gun-to-gun combat, it loses out barely in time to kill to other weapons like the Gloria assault rifle or any of the other heroes' guns, and you're supposed to level the playing field and even tip it into your advantage by using that Seeker Rocket. Another tip for the Seeker Rocket is the reason why I didn't use it, or I stopped using it, was because it would mess up my aim, because it sort of like tilts his gun upwards if you like click the ability and then come back to look at the screen to where you're aiming. So I found that it made my aim really bad at the beginning of fights. So what you should do instead is, before you get into a fight, like right when you're about to round the corner, hold on to the Seeker Rocket so that the ability is loaded up, and then the second you walk the corner, you just let go. You're already aiming in a really good spot, and this way, using the Seeker Rocket ability will not affect your skill in the gunfights. He does have two great abilities here, pretty straightforward as well. We have the Proximity Sensor and the Optic Disrupt. Now, the one time you want to use, or the majority of the times when you're playing with the Proximity Sensor, you want to make sure you use it in the game modes that have to do with kills. So the free-for-all, the team deathmatch, or the clash game modes, where all of the objectives and how to win the game is based on the kill count, because the Proximity Sensor does increase the damage that you do to these targets, so you can whittle down their health extremely quickly and stack up those kills. It's not as good in the objective-based game modes, mainly because in those game modes, all of the other heroes have really good utility, and at the end of the day, even though it does deal increased damage, the utility just isn't good enough to hang with all of the other heroes. So the brand new addition of Optic Disrupt allows him to finally have some utility, so when you are playing those game modes like Payload Race, Payload Escort, Control, and Crystal Assault, you can find yourself some value with the Optic Disrupt. And the way this ability works is, whenever you pop it, this huge box starts to spread out towards your opponents, and their vision is shortened whenever they are in it. It's a very good ability to use, because if they can't see you guys, you and your whole team can see straight into that. It just gives you this huge advantage when going for those big pushes, and synergizes really well with a bunch of the other heroes in the game. And finally, we do have the Battle Hardened passive. This here slowly restores your HP after disengaging, and it starts to speed up the heal over time as it goes longer and longer. So, I mean, this one here is pretty straightforward, but one thing you do want to keep in mind is the benefit of having this Battle Hardened is that you can leave the other heals, like the medkits, on the map for your teammates, because you automatically have that. So by doing this, you know, normally there's like 1 or 2 healing packs on the map, and one of your teammates might end up having to stay at low health. But this way, you're guaranteed to always go back up to full health, so you can allow your teammates to get those healing packs, and you guys will always be ready for the very next gunfight. Of course, if there are some crazy situations where there's a ton of people on you, and you're right next to the heal pack and you have to grab it, go ahead and grab it. But for the most part, try and save it for your teammates. When it comes to the team comps with Mark, ideally you want to be playing Mark on those smaller to medium-sized maps because he is a mid-range specialist. So for my team comps, I like to run Mark, Jabali, and Iris for the super small maps, or a Ruby, Mark, and Aletta for the medium-sized map. And the reason why that one works so well is Mark and Ruby standing there as a two-man is very good at killing people, which buys the Aletta enough time to get to the backline and find some tremendous value. But the big thing when it comes to Mark is your map selection. So for the game modes in Team Deathmatch, you most definitely want to play Mark, and he excels greatly in the Penthouse Gallery, Crossroads, and Service Station. When it comes to Octopolis and Bravewalk Kingdom, you have to be very careful. If you do not know how to close the gap strategically, you will fail on those maps because those maps have a lot of really long range angles, and you'll have to deal with the sniper heroes or the long range heroes like the Hunter and the Judix. For Crystal Assault, for the most part, I usually don't pick him in this game mode. You definitely don't want to play him on Energy Canyon, in my opinion. And once again, if you're a very good Mark, you can utilize him on any of these maps because these mid-range heroes, if you can position well, you can go crazy. But for the average player, you don't want to play him on Energy Canyon, but you can play him on Terminal Assault. The map's small enough, a lot of close range angles. You can find a lot of value with his gun. Free-for-all, I would argue Mark is the best free-for-all hero in the game. One of the best, top 3 for sure. Play him on every single one of these maps. For Control, this is one of the game modes where I just feel like it's a lot of utility involved, and he does have the utility now with his Optic Disrupt, so you can play him a little bit more, but you might want to avoid this game mode if you're not excellent with Mark, because without your ultimate, you might find that you struggle against all these other enemies that have shields, heals, and all this other crazy utility. But if you are a good enough Mark, you can play him on any one of these maps here. I do like Mark in the payload race, but once again, this is another utility game mode. So if you're not a very good Mark, be careful when playing him in these utility game modes. Payload escort is almost like a hard no. Like, you can play him. He's decent on offense. Can be tough on defense because once again, in this big map, it's all about those long range heroes that can hold down the fort. And if you are going to play a close range hero, you might find yourself getting outplayed by the Aletta, the Diggy, the Shell. So mid-range, it's a little bit questionable if you're a very good Mark, but you can play him there anyways. And in Clash, I really love Mark in Clash. You can play him on any single one of these maps. It does go back to the same thing, though, with the Bravewalk Kingdom of whether or not you know how to position well. But if you can, you will find yourself a lot of success. This is going to be a tough game. I already know from the start of this here. We got all sweaty heroes to deal with in this game. Enemy Mark as well. We'll hold the rocket here. Engage the fight with the rocket gives us the advantage over the Mark. So that's something that I'm going to continue to try to work on. My boy Sir Dips a lot. How yeah, you like that, bro? Little rocket, hold the rocket. Oh my gosh, he does so much damage. I'm dead. We work our way out of that corner. I thought for sure he had me, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. And unfortunately, I didn't change my ultimate, so I'm not supposed to be running this ultimate in this game mode, by the way. As I told you guys earlier, I just always forget sometimes when I go straight from recording into the game. Because that scan would be so useful right now. Nonetheless, though, we've got enough gun skill to where we can outplay it without even needing the ultimate, so... See, if I use my rocket, once again, like I said, I'm bad with that. I got to do that more. If I use my rocket there, I kill him without him even getting a shot off. Oh yeah, we're running through the lobby. Those boys, you know, we have 3 of them with them sweaty banners. But at the end of the day, like Mark is my favorite free-for-all hero. Ooh, he's running the ultimate too. I might be dead. Blowing smoke. That was actually a very good smoke, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. You win that because of the heal, right? Oh, you don't? No! If I use the rocket, I just win the game on that spot. I'm telling you guys, I'm bad with the... I'm trying so hard, but it's a terrible habit of just turning straight to gunplay. When you fry people so easy, it's like, why do I want to use my rocket? But once again, right there, that wins me that fight if I round that corner with the rocket. So don't be like me. Use the rocket, win the fight. So we've got a very good team comp here. We're going up against, oh, Johnny Jet and the boys. Johnny Jet and the boys. Oh, let's go. Clean little triple. Clean little triple. What's up, Johnny? He's focusing me only. It's kind of interesting. Am I that big of a threat? Oh, they wiped the squad low key. I fall back here if I can. You thought life was that sweet. You thought life was that sweet.
Tracking hostiles.
Yep, tracking hostiles, bro. Tracking hostiles, bro. Get out of that. Get out of that veil. Poop. Fade away. Imagine I hit. Imagine I had it for that kill right there. I thought she was gonna hit it. She did hit it. Or he hit. Ah! I'll never be perfect on Labula, bro. Labula is gonna be forever a she for me. GG's. I let Labula live. I'm trolling. Okay, nice. Good to know. Good to know that your boy doesn't like to win. It's good to know. Blah, blah, blah. We know, we know. But they're wiping us? I'm dead. Finesse.
Tracking hostiles.
I didn't know what to do, man. I was just getting chased so hard, and then I started doing the chasing, and it was like, I always know there's someone that was locked onto me that entire time. I just couldn't figure out what to do against them. Yes, yes, Johnny, we get it, bro. You're the best. You're gonna do all that, and oh, he's won. Where's the gang? They're up top. Okay, okay. This man did the double jump, the ulti. He want to be dead badly. Now the game is mad close because of that. So let's like slow things down here a little bit. I have my ult coming back up in a second. They do have to make a play on us though. That's the crazy part. We could wait. We could wait right here, low key. Okay, come here. We don't need this. Yeah, I'm ready this time, bro. Don't think life is that sweet, bro. You got lucky.
Tracking hostiles.
Life is not that sweet. Life is not as sweet as y'all thought it was, bro. Come on, dog. This is gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game of escort here. We do have the super long range geniuses that do outrange their heroes, so they're gonna have to be extremely good. And then when they get a kill here, a good opening. Nice. I can now work my way up and try to get to the close range fights. Play the flanks. There we go. Like clockwork. I didn't realize she dropped all the way down. Hey, I'm here, bro. Don't worry, gang. This is actually a good place to sound whore. If you sit right here.
Blowing smoke.
That way she doesn't have the range that she's looking for. She had all that range. You gotta close down the vision. I'm actually gonna go for, I think we definitely get that to the halfway point. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of a flank. Look at my Hua Ling. Being the GOAT. Look at Hua Ling, bro. Allowing me to get to a beautiful spot. Scared me low-key. Yeah, Hua Ling is dominating the long range. When you got a good Hua Ling on your team, it's like free cash. Hunter's doing his thing too. Don't get it twisted. Hunter's popping off. This is once again one of the reasons. I mean, like, you know, oh, you're dead. Nice. I've got my ultimate coming up here so I can blind second that the map starts.
Deploying smoke.
Ahaha! Y'all thought you were coming here to play something, dog? Let's go. My team was cracked that game. I ain't gonna lie, they were cracked. They've got some really good long range potential here with the
You know the drill. Now
Sinew,
go.
or with the Hunter, I mean. But I think I can get a good flank. No, I can't. No, I cannot. Now I can. So Sindri's already playing up top. I might be able to kill Hunter here. Oh, he's ready for it, bro. Yeah, he heard the gunshot, so we can't even play it. We'll just go up, move up to the mid here. So it worked out okay. It wasn't like the greatest start in the world to a game, but it's playing out good, or playing out pretty well now. I'm not really gonna challenge a Hunter, no way.
Your progress has reached 50%.
Oh, you're there. I thought you were on the payload, bro. He was playing so much deeper. It's all good. I have the idea.
Your opponent's
We're
progress
chilling.
has reached 50%.
Blowing smoke.
A little smoke hurts the long range. Get rid of her ability as well. Her ultimate. I actually couldn't. I don't even know where he was at. Okay, here we should be good. Hunter's gonna have to like go play up top or something to try to.
Your payload is approaching its destination. Double kill.
Nope. We actually ended up steamrolling them. They were not able to keep up with that at all.